Hi. Small business is the basis for the U.S. economy, but it is treated as almost unknown by all levels of government when it comes to providing support for small business. Instead, governments provide discriminatory programs favoring big business and their employees. I explain why this is so and what can be done to lessen this problem. My name is Carl Pearson. I've been a small business owner for more than 7 decades. I'm preparing this video on April 10, 2020 with more than 469,000 confirmed coronavirus cases and 17,000 deaths in the U.S. as of April 9th. I've been a small business person for 74 years, starting with a paper route at age 9, and I'm a high school dropout at age 16, still without a high school diploma, a 3-year Army veteran, age 19, a college graduate, political science major, age 22, a Harvard Law School graduate, age 25, and I'm now on Friday, April 10th in New York, in my 26th day of self-imposed quarantine in the very heart of the spreading coronavirus, with a rapidly dwindling law practice and income as this is being experienced or soon to be experienced by 325 million other individuals in the U.S., including you. To make you better able to understand the situation, I'm going to start off with telling you why the discrimination against small business takes place. The legislators depend on campaign contributions from the owners and officials of the major monopolistic type organizations and are not going to jeopardize their campaign funding by supporting legislation that would benefit competing small businesses who are trying to take sales, income, and profits away from big business. The governmental discrimination exists in 1. Loans under the CARES Act, with small business losses put last on the list and with applications to be made starting today when the money essentially has run out. 2. Health insurance expenses allowed for large companies but denied to smallest businesses. 3. Dining room deductions allowed for large businesses but not for the diner expenses of smaller businesses. Providing college training at government expense through essentially non-collectible student loans, training which is required by the major corporations, military, and government, but not needed by small business, and not providing or paying for the training of individuals for the running of the staff functions of a small business. 5. Providing bailouts for banks, auto companies, and major companies, cruise ships, airlines, airplane manufacturers, but no bailouts for small business other than a lot of meaningless words, as you'll find out. 6. Laws enabling major businesses to employ lower-cost labor in Mexico, China, and other countries, with no equivalent for small business, which you do realize would have been even more disastrous for the U.S. than what has already taken place with the big businesses. 7. Laws enabling companies with the largest incomes to pay no taxes while benefiting from the massive expenditures of government to protect such businesses. 8. Lower taxes for major corporations. 9. Laws that allow the rich and the monopolists to achieve increased concentration of the economy. 10. Finally, laws that allow the large corporations to externalize their costs, such as by having medical expenses for employees paid by local hospitals and taxpayers, and by making customers spend valuable time waiting on a phone call or chat line to obtain information on setting up an already purchased application or other item. The list could include tens of thousands of discriminatory things that are enacted into law for the benefit of persons who make sizable campaign contributions. What you need to know as a small business person is that you can't expect relief at the highest levels of government, because the cost for you in campaign contributions would be too high. But relief at the lowest level of government is far more available for you, an individual and or small business owner. It is quite affordable, especially for a small group in a smaller zip code area. The remedies for you to consider are: 1. Running for mayor or legislative position in your municipality. 2. Influencing the mayor, city manager, or local legislature to adopt the 3 reforms I have outlined in prior videos, or other small business reforms. 3. Participating in a ballot initiative where allowed to have the 3 reforms and others adopted. Through your action at the lowest level of government, you can bring prosperity to yourself, the other residents, and the small businesses in your zip code area. Please look at the websites for which I provide addresses in my description for this video. I hope that some viewers will try to get their community interested in any reforms for small business, and I am willing to appear by telephone call before any mayor or other local politician, political person, or group to help you get them interested. I'm not seeking any compensation for my help. Obtaining reforms for small business is too important for having personal compensation involved. Well, I've said what I plan to say, and I'll say so long until my next video.